So I'm going to be completely honest with you. I hadn't planned on putting a video out today. In fact, I hadn't really planned on going in the workshop tonight. However, today I surpassed 1,000 subscribers, which is incredible. I'm so grateful to all of you who have subscribed and watched my videos and comment, and it's great. As always though, if there's anything I haven't covered well enough and you don't understand, please do say, and I'll do my best to cover it in a future video or add another video and show what I did and how I've done things. But yeah, I'm overwhelmed with the support I've had from you guys. And as such, I thought I would add another video in today, just to sort of mark the occasion. And as such, cheers, thanks very much. And I'm going to show you a couple of bits. One is a very quick, hopefully, project that I've been asked to look at, just to get it going again. If that turns into a longer project, it might wait. But I'm going to show you that. I hadn't planned on showing it to you quite yet. I was going to wait until I got to the next stage. But yeah, as a thank you for all the support so far, I'm showing it to you at this stage, and then we can talk about it again a bit later. But yeah, thanks so much, and I will hand you over to past tense me, who will talk you through what I'm doing and where we're at. So once again, thanks very much, and I will see you at the end. So I'm down at the club, and I've been asked to take a look at a friend's leaking wet header on a Jinty. Here's the engine. So I did manage to tighten them all up, got rid of the leak, pumped the boiler up, but I saw another leak. It looked like it was on the tube plate, but it might have been on the soup heaters themselves. So like I say, I've got these studs undone, but there's a leak over here which I was concerned about. I can't see, I think the leak is on the tube plate, but it might be the soup heater. We need to get the soup heaters out to find out where the leak is. Like I said, I've got those bolts, studs off, or nuts off. One of the studs came out. My next job is try and get the soup heaters out. They didn't want to come out, so I'm coming up with a plan to remove them. So what I've done with those nuts off, it still wouldn't move, so I've put a piece of webbing around the back of the soup heater, a piece of wood across the base, and I'm going to use a bar to try to pry it out. We'll see how that goes. So that didn't work. I can hear the soup heaters flexing in the tube. So I think it is the block, the wet header block, where it's bolted to the boiler, that's still got it. What we're going to do, I'm going to put some weight on it and then have Luke just tap it with a hammer to try and give it a bit of vibrations, hammering a bit of rod. We'll give that a try, and if that fails, then I need to start thinking of something else. So what we're going to do, I'm going to pull on this, and while I've got some weight on it, look here, I'm going to use a hammer, bit bar, and knock the block, the header block, go through the face, or
that's the header there, isn't it?
yeah. Ready? Voila! So as you just saw, that did the trick. Up in there's a load of PTFE tape and whatever, but I just need to take that nut off the side to, which is the feed for the snifting valve. We've already disconnected the other end, but that won't pass through the ring. So we can get rid of this webbing now and try that. So soup eaters are out. Now if you can see, that little black ring there is supposed to be a O-ring. That is a rubber O-ring. Doesn't sound very rubbery, does it? And where that bit of fur is, over, oh, it's not gonna work. Over here is where I think I was seeing a leak. So I need to make a plug for that, and then we can test the boiler. So that's going to be a job at home, to machine up something to go in that hole. So I'm back home. Soup heaters are out at the park, and I need to make a dummy blank that matches this to go into the front of the engine to test the thing. First step, I found a bit of bar. That is the whole length of that offcut. I think that's what was left from making the chimney liner from the Britannia. Aluminium, it hasn't got to stand up to any heat or pressure. Well, it's got to stand up to pressure, but not the heat in the smoke box, so that's going to be fine. It's only for hydraulic. So first thing I'm going to do, because that's a little bit on the short side, I'm going to turn this part, the short stub, with the recess to take an O-ring, and then clamp it by this end, turn it round and do the other end. I'll show you that as we go. Obviously, as I've just said, this is it in the lathe, and I'm going to turn that end bit down. Here goes. So I've got to that stage. The next bit is to recreate the recess for the O-ring to sit. So first thing I'm going to do is just put a centre drill in, just put a small hole in the middle, not particularly deep, and then hit it with an end mill, and just put a counter bore in the end. So having counter bored it a little bit with the mill, I've then gone in just a tiny bit with the boring bar in order to just clean it up and make it ever so slightly bigger, so that my O-ring just sits inside and doesn't fall out. And as you can see, the O-ring just sticks out, so when that pulls up inside the boiler, that will make a nice seal. So I've turned it round. I'm going to spin the outside down and probably part it off about there, so there's enough meat to pull it in. I might leave it about the same size as the other ones, then the studs will work for me as well. Issue I've got now is I need to change this tool, but in between putting this in and now, I've lost the tool. So if I can find the tool, then I'll be back. turns out it was on the floor. Don't know why it was on the floor, but finished machining that. Here it is. Turn the face. It's all ready to go, it just needs drilling. Now, how do I transfer the holes in this into this? So, the magic of editing, I've been on the lathe a bit more. I've made this ring out of steel, and it is a snug fit onto the header. So I'll clamp this in place, drill one hole, bolt that one bolt, then drill the other 3 holes. Then I can whip it off of there and put it onto my aluminium plug, which is very difficult to show you to do subtly one-handed. Then I can put it onto there and then drill back through the other way and create the template, or create the plug. Then that can go into the loco, and then we can pressurize the thing. So there's the transfer ring, and there it is, finished. It's not the best thing in the world. Wasn't too happy about the drillings breaking out the side, but for what this is, it doesn't really matter. So what I've also done is I've drilled and tapped a 6mm hole in the end, because I've found a piece of 6mm studding so that I can draw it out if it gets stuck. And there we go, finished and installed. So tomorrow or another day I will fill the boiler back up with water and pump it up, see what happens. So that is where we're at with Jinty at the moment, or Jinty 2 I'll call it for now, because let's say Jinty 1, Jinty 1, Jinty 2. It's nice to see them together to show just how much more I put on mine compared to the drawings, because this one's pretty much standard to Martin Evans' drawings. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that one anyway. So let's have a look at what else is going on. There's pom-pom. I've taken the axle, so I've got the rear set here and the crank axle. The wheels are in the box behind me. We're going to have a look at quartering them soon, just as soon as I can get time to get down to my dad's house and have a go on the press. A press is something that's going to be on a list of things to buy for this place at some point. It's just getting around to it. I don't know if you can see behind me, the lights are up in here, but I've run out of cable. So there's 6 of these LED lights, same as in the workshop. They're all hanging up, or screwed to the ceiling, ready to go. I just need to get some wire to wire them all together, and then swap the cables over from the strip lights. So yeah, that's where we're at. Once again, thanks so much for all the support and all the likes and subscribes so far. It's incredible. So pleased to have hit 1,000. I wasn't going to show you this stuff yet. So obviously I haven't really done anything to the pom-pom, so I wasn't going to show you that. So I was going to just mention that I've got the lights up and working once I had them working. And the Jinty, although I was going to show you it, I wasn't going to show it to you yet. I was going to wait until I had water in it and pumped it up, and then I'd show you all of what I've done so far. So yeah, I just wanted to get something out to celebrate and thank you all for my subscribes. So thanks very much. Once again, I'm going to go and get a beer now, or a wine or something. And yeah, there's it's starting to get cold out here now, so that will be something that goes up soon. I need to get a heater rigged up just to keep the chill off the air. But thanks very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.